And welcome to the National Meme Treasure Podcast with your host.
Wait.
What?
Start over. Actually, I realized I didn't even need to. I'm sorry. Let's start over.
Well, you're the editor,
We're leaving
so
that in.
you control the reins.
We're leaving that in.
And welcome to the National Meme Treasure
Okay, that's
Podcast with your host, Mayor Quimby.
Mayor Quimby. Quimby is such a good character. I am definitely gonna be the little fat German boy. That always
Klaus?
gets like
I'm
tragically.
just imagining his name is Klaus. That's probably racist.
It's not Klaus. It is racist, but remember they had like the Willy Wonka episode and he like got lost in the chocolate. He's like, "Oh, but I've lost in the chocolate sauce," and he just dies.
Yes.
Like he always has some kind of like. He ended up being like sausage one time when they were making, like it was a Treehouse of Horror, and they had the kids. But anyway, that's enough of me. That's who I am.
That's who you are.
I'm not even high yet. So
I'm just Joey, and I'm happy to be here with you, gentlemen.
banging on the chest. What do you mean, just Joey? Bang it.
I'm chilling, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Listen,
Gotta
we're
chill.
celebrities now.
roommate-
Numbers
we
are going
are
up. You can't just be
celebrities.
just Joey anymore.
Just Joey. No,
I took my roommate's
1,500 downloads.
Land
First
shark.
off,
I hope she's okay
Right.
with that. I'll buy
We
it.
got 3 times subscribed. Remember when I was like a few months ago, I was like, I can't believe this many people subscribe to us. That number has tripled since then. So
Yo, I
thank
feel
you. Number one, whoever's listening out there, because
dead ass.
we are really ridiculous and we don't deserve your love and adulation, but we appreciate it. And it's getting better and better every day because you know what? I really love that episode with Abe. Guys, like that was such a fun episode.
I had mad fun.
Yeah.
yeah, it was fire. And I listened to it today sober because I was like, oh, let me make sure this was fire, and I wasn't just drunk. But it was definitely fire. I love that my job is talking and listening to myself talk. It's a good time.
Yes. It's a
good
Can't
time.
wait to do this full time.
Yes.
These days. I'm so
Boys.
annoyed too because I just feel like if we would have got on this, there has been so many opportunities in the past for me to start a podcast, and I would have been on. Like people have been telling me to like 2016. Then the pandemic
Mhm.
hit, and there was my opportunity. But you live and you learn and you get loves.
Yo, listen, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't just like literally say, "Hey, we have a nice like rapport with each other. Why don't we do this all the time?"
Brilliant
And then
idea.
even just having you come into the fold, Joey. Like I'm being a little reflective right now, but like, I went to Justin and I was like, "Hey, listen, man, why don't we have Joey produce this stuff? He does audio, like just like." He could be like, our producer. And then you came up with the bright idea to just add him because you know what? It's a good dynamic. We bounce off
You
each
know-
other. I'm proud of us.
Justin, I tried to offer my help, and like you didn't really kind of like realize like what I could do. I was like, "Yo, bro, man, any way I could offer my services? You need me to do anything? I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of research about content creation. You need audio stuff. Any way I can
Yeah.
help?" And you're like, "Nah, bro. You're just like and share." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good
Well,
one.
here's the thing, right? For me to accept your help, I have to know that I need help, which I didn't. I
Right,
didn't know
right.
sound was hard. I
totally
didn't know there was
understand.
different kinds of sound. I thought like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
was like in the past talk about like, oh, I produce a podcast or a podcast. I'm like, what the fuck? It's 2 niggas talking. What do you? Don't they just talk?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been on a phone call
No.
before.
Let's also talk about that a little deeper because I think we need to let the world know that if you need audio services, especially for podcasts, music, beats, production of any kind, I would point to my co-host, not just Joey, but Saint motherfucking Thriller of the 303.
Gang shit, aka Young Moth, aka Hide. You're trying to think of something clever there. Couldn't fucking do it. Oh well.
Just call yourself DJ Hide and Seek, and like it's just your thing. You pull down your pants every now and then. But
Yeah.
I think everyone should be going to Joey. He's got a great mind for this stuff, and if you are interested in getting your social media managed, I would actually go over to my boy Justin because
That's a
he is
fact.
truly understanding what these these type of companies are looking for as far as content.
How
So
many times?
how many times?
No, go ahead, Christian. Keep finishing.
No. I was just gonna
want to
give
know
my
how
man
many
some roses.
times- Yeah, I was gonna say, how many times have you gone viral on TikTok, bro? How many times?
I mean, I wouldn't say I've ever gone viral. I've gotten
nigga,
a lot
fuck
of
that.
views.
Fuck that.
I feel like viral is like, so the thing about TikTok too that people don't understand right now is that because there's so many people on TikTok that are just there to watch, that you're gonna have more followers. Because you're right
Can we-
when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, people know how many people follow you and you follow back. So there's always that ratio aspect, but you don't have that with TikTok. So there are thousands, if not millions, of people on this platform who are never going to produce any content. They just want to
see
absorb it.
stuff. Yep.
So like I have 22,000. I really don't feel like you really crack any barriers until you hit like 500,000. So, but like I said, I only have this app because my kid told me to get it in March, and I got 22,000. So we'll see how the track goes.
I'll give you your flowers right now. Listen, I don't care, because people better start talking nice to you. I mean, better start talking real nice to you, because you making TikTok creator fun.
Oh
bank.
yeah, you're in the creator fund. That's legitimate.
Back up. I'm his manager. We're figuring this out. Listen, we got Ricky the jeweler somewhere. We're getting you a piece. And then we're gonna get you like 2 desert eagles, but like completely dipped, like completely embossed in gold, and we're gonna create this like African drug lord mystique for you.
Yeah,
I told you, man, I'm a poacher, dude. I'm a poacher. I've been telling you this since I was a child.
They poach our beautiful African animals, so fuck the poachers
and our people, bro.
And,
don't be fucking.
You guys on this whole human trafficking thing. I don't. I was telling one of my boys. So this is like a thing with white women.
Believe in human trafficking.
I don't.
Is that what you're gonna say? Because we should end the podcast if you're going there.
No, I believe in human trafficking, and I think I've brought this up on the podcast before. But there's like white women in their 30s are like the most concerned for human trafficking, and I have no idea why. Like nobody's stealing you. Isabel, you're not like young and getting sold into child sex slavery. You're 36. You're not. I don't understand why this is such a problem.
You've had 2 kids, bro.
Yeah,
they want to fuck
that.
Young
Does
virgins.
Listen, having children does not devalue women. Let's
absolutely
be real
not.
here.
No, you are absolutely right.
Because
and also like
them pussies be snapping back. I'm just saying.
Human trafficking. Like of all the problems in America, gonna go ahead and say human trafficking on the bottom. I think if we got to no, don't make that face, bro. First of all, capitalism is a huge problem. So there you go. Capitalism is the reason for human trafficking because you can sell people. So so there we go. Let's get rid of capitalism. That already gets rid of exactly. But you get rid of capitalism. That's like a bunch of the problems already eliminated. But once capitalism's gone, now you have to repair all the damage that has been done way before we stop the human trafficking. All right.
Does socialism create the first state-funded hoe? like
I would love to live in a world.
And Karl Marx was like going after their entire life the state-funded hoe. Like we have prostitutes, but generic prostitutes, and they do a job and they're paid by the goddamn government, and they get a 401k, they get full benefits, and at least 15 days vacation time. I believe in the state.
Yeah, I would love a government sponsored whorehouse because it would be massive, right? Like it'd be like as large because cops make a shitload of money. So like imagine whores making that kind of. Imagine they put the kind of energy into whores as they do the cops,
bro. Hours.
Like sometimes I see cops. Like the amount of times I see cops walk in the street in riot gear and like literally they're just like doing patrol for like a fucking Adele concert. I'm like, what the? Like this is what you're doing now. Like imagine the whores had like riot gear money. Imagine getting fucked by a whore in riot gear. Strap on.
That would be actually kind of cool. You know what? I'm ready for RoboCop 5. And like that sounds a lot like the plot. Like it. Wait, hold on. We need to get Manderville on the phone because we just came up with a movie, RoboCop 5, but it's a woman and she's ready to drill her partner with the strap. But she doesn't know how to like approach her anymore because she's
So
obviously a
A
is this like
cybernetic.
a trans inclusionary movie? Because you have like a lady
Yes,
robot with a dick.
Yes.
yes,
Let's go.
yes.
Let's
Oh,
go.
We are wow, we are the
a
future. We come up with some
banger,
$1 million ideas on this
We are the
podcast.
a
future.
banger. And guess what? Guess who's producing the soundtrack? Tech Nine and The Rock.
Chill.
You ruined it. You ruined it. It was so good, and then you had to ruin it. It is no longer about drive and power.
It's always about driving power, bro. All right,
But
Shell, that was enough for you.
and now the soundboard will never stop.
It won't stop. I had to delete it. Oh my god, that was great.
It won't stop, much like white tyranny, which brings us to our next topic. Did you see this thing with the school shooter's parents got arrested?
Yes.
School shooter
Yes.
from the Oxford High School, Michigan. The shooter's parents were, I guess, caught fleeing because it was found out that they gave their son, that they bought their son the
They
gun.
bought him the gun.
They already knew he was a weird kid.
Ah.
They knew he was a weird kid. He had some behavioral problems in school. His parents knew he was weird, and for whatever reason that they have not yet explained, they, I guess, bought him a gun, and then they are now on $500,000 bail for like reckless endangerment and manslaughter.
Wow.
Yes, sir, baby. Let's arrest these white parents and put them in lockup. This is a first. This is, by the way, like we don't have any precedent for this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No,
For the
for sure.
for the parents getting arrested. We never even hear from the parents of these school shooters. I've never.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
Not even a quick interview. Not even like I would never think he was like this. My son's an angel. You know the white thing most people get. What are you guys thinking about this?
It's you know what, we do have to hold ultimately who's in charge. You know, ultimately you're in charge of your child. You're in charge of the actions that they go through, especially even more so that they're a minor. You know, you have to set an example, and obviously that wasn't at home. You know, because like there's something to say, like, you know, when you move out of the city and like, you know, just the culture of people with guns, you know, especially where I'm at in Pennsylvania, you can it's an open carry state. Like it's you know, you can protect yourself the way you want to, but when like you see that a parent sees a child going a certain way, and you know, we talked about this the other episode, like, you know, my son like kind of, you know, standing up for himself, and you know, I kind of deep dove on the whole subject with him, you know, breaking apart like, hey, you know, like, have you ever done this before? Like, did we ever like not catch you? And he's very honest, and he told me, he's like, no, I've never done that. And it's as simple as that, like having that conversation and reinforcing that, like, you don't need to fucking end someone's life because you're fucking getting tortured, you weirdo. Like, just I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't even know
I'm
that
gonna
this
drink
kid
this
was
beer.
getting tortured at all. I don't think he was. I think he was just a weird fucking kid.
Right.
Like I said, it's in that white DNA. But no, like I mean, it's so crazy. It's so crazy though, because like I would love to be inside the mind of being a teen now versus being a
Yeah.
teen when I was younger. Because being a teen now, it's like when you're a teen, you know, I graduated high school in 2005. So, you know, I didn't really have like I was having a miserable time in high school, and I didn't really have like the wherewithal or like resources to know that like this is going to end. Like I'm going to go
Yeah.
through puberty, I'm going to get
Same.
taller and hotter. You know, I'm not gonna be around people. Like I just didn't have that. But like now you have the internet, so like I get on fucking like I remember I was having this conversation a few years ago with a friend of mine how kids like don't have awkward phases anymore. Their awkward phase is like 9, and they're just once they're on the internet, like these girls know how to do their makeup fully when they're 12.
Yeah.
These
I get
like
that.
there's literally like fucking like 10-year-olds who are gonna be like fitness gods because they know 10 times more about like the industry than I ever would because they're learning the same shit I'm learning,
Hold
except
on.
they're 20 years younger than me.
Yes.
Speaking of fitness gods, you guys remember little Hercules? That little dude who was like mad ripped. Yeah. I don't know why that just like you talked about little children and being ripped. He is not doing bodybuilding from what I understand anymore.
Dude, he's not
But
rare anymore.
he's physique. But remember when he came out, people were like really freaked the fuck out. Like just the fact that you had this like, are you looking it up, Joey?
I
I'm
just
sorry we
looked it
don't.
up, and I'm disturbed.
Yeah. So this little at that age, he looked like that. He looked like a little Tarzan, and he's son, and they that was a full spray tan. Like I don't think you can achieve that kind of brown without some assistance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's tons of kids like that now. So I just don't know what would possess a kid who has growing up with all the knowledge in the universe to go, let me just. Because, like, best case scenario, you kill who you came there to kill, and then you're in prison for. But you know what? Dylan Roof did get off. Or not Dylan Roof, Dylan Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Sorry, mixing up my white psychopaths.
Same thing.
If Dylan Roof gets off, somebody needs to be hurt.
Dylan Roof got off. Kyle Rittenhouse got off. Kyle Rittenhouse was on a podcast recently.
Dylan Roof ain't get off. That's crazy. Oh, I think I saw a clip. Yeah, on YouTube.
I saw a clip. I didn't like bother to look up but they were like joking with this guy. It wasn't even.
He was talking about him not being a fan of LeBron James anymore. Jesus. Because LeBron James had said something, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of him anymore."
Suck a dick, bro. I'm sorry.
Who would put Kyle Rittenhouse? Like, I understand there's like a want for numbers because we're also in this game of like trying to get the most eyes on your shit. But like, why would you
sacrifice?
Like, I'm black. I'm the one who's white. You know what? White people are. Let me not get into my white side again. But yeah, like. So I feel like, on the heels of that trial and then this school shooting happening, I don't think those are separate events. I don't think this kid was like being tortured in school. No, I think he was just sick. Probably saw Kyle Rittenhouse get off and probably thought he might have the same fate. I don't know where the kid is now. I didn't do the research. I don't want to know, as I am a resident of Michigan. This kid could be
locked up.
Well, the parents got caught like hiding somewhere not too far from where I'm at right now.
They have him too, and he pled not guilty to all his charges, which are first-degree murder and some kind of terrorism.
Jay.
Yeah,
isn't that so fucked up though that he can even plea not guilty and like waste our tax dollars to put him away? Like we don't have that shit on video. Because in his America there is a chance that like he could get off.
Yeah, I was watching. I was doing some research about it. I mean, since it came out, and when you talked about him having prior behavioral problems, I think it was the day before, where he had drawn pictures that were disturbing about him with a gun, and they called the parents to the school.
What the fuck?
This was an early Christmas gift. They called the parents to the school to talk to him about the drawing, and the parents did not ask him where the gun was, knowing they had bought this child a firearm. And then he was allowed to go back to class, and then that was when he shot 11 people. 7 people are still in the hospital recovering.
So what, the firearm was like supposed to be a Christmas present, and he didn't know he had it, and then the next day he went to school, the parents like checked it to see if the gun was still there, and it wasn't?
No. They gave him an early Christmas present.
He just had it, and then he went.
Bro, they strapped him, bro, and the mother had texted him and said, "Don't do it," because she knew.
Jesus, bro.
What would possess you to even buy, even like a super well-adjusted kid? Why would you buy a kid a gun? Like you don't. What kind of gun was it? Was it a hunting rifle or something?
No, it was a 9, I believe. It was like a handgun, bro.
I can almost understand it because there's air rifles that kids use. There's 22s that they use for children to do hunting and learning about it in that culture. But that's like, bro.
No, they gave bro the strap like on some gang shit. They were like, "Yo, here you go, fam."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And he shot 11 people. One of the kids that died, I saw this thing in the article. Of course, they're going to show all of the
his humans,
all of the good things about the victims. But one of the kids who he killed had like 3 fucking jobs, bro.
Could you imagine dying like
and having to call 3 jobs?
Having 3 jobs as a Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm
This nigga.
sorry.
Literally too soon. Literally too soon. God
It's
damn.
impossible. But like your boss would definitely want to call, be like, "Hey, listen, I'm not coming in. What happened? I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I'm sorry. Rest in peace."
Wow.
That's got to be shit for the parents. Their son's phone
God
rings, and then she
damn.
like Pizza Hut, Target, like
Burger
it
King.
happens three times in that day. Fuck,
God
man.
damn it. Leave him alone.
I gotta get my kid out of Pennsylvania. Fuck. I feel like that's the next. That whole town is school. The whole vibe of Pennsylvania is school shootery. That's part of the reason I left, dude.
Of course.
You know, you're not wrong. I remember like especially like right before the election, there's like these kids in Honesdale, obviously riding on the back of a pickup truck, like and there was like a Black Lives Matter like walk. Now, like I commend the town for doing this, but you know, obviously it's
Bad
Justin.
idea.
Justin.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's like
symbolic
five
gesture.
of
It's nothing
them.
crazy.
It's five people, and it's like the rest is like people just like sneering or not participating, right? And so you had these young people, and turns out like one of them was a volunteer firefighter.
Wow.
Like that's
You know
it.
what I
Like
don't understand
he's a
about
young
rednecks?
man. He hasn't even left high school, and he's a volunteer firefighter who's literally going around town on the back of a pickup truck, intimidating protesters, yelling at them, and calling them all kinds of explicitives and probably some racial epithets or epithets. I don't know, but
You know what I don't understand
bad
about
words.
rednecks? Like maybe this is my shallow brain thinking, but like if you're fucking like if all your peers are fucking ugly, you have to know you're wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't see.
Yeah.
I'm saying like let me explain my logic here for the listener. I think ugly people are inherently bad. This is my worldview. Okay. Now, with this being said, now I know you're probably thinking, "What? Well, I'm ugly and I'm not a bad person." Yes, you are, because I really don't think most people are ugly. I just think there's something you're
No.
not doing right. And if you are truly ugly, right, it's because there's something wrong in your brain where you don't think. Like when you see like these toothless rednecks, like you never go to Walmart. There was a whole thing. People of Walmart. Remember the People of Walmart website?
I remember
Yes.
people
Everybody
of
on that
Walmart.
shit was
Yes.
hideous. You did
You wanna-
not see sexy people in the fucking Walmart. It was just
No.
hicks and rednecks, and they all have
No.
weirdo, fucked up, racist opinions. And,
Yeah,
and they're
all the
ugly
time.
too. And it's like if you're ugly, your family's ugly, your whole bloodline's ugly, your whole high school's ugly, and you're all racist and love Trump. How do you think this is okay? How do
God
you
don't
think
like
this is right?
ugly. God
No,
don't
he
like
really-
ugly.
God
really
literally
don't.
does not like ugly, and He made you ugly. You're supposed to be in this image, and you have 7 teeth. What the fuck are you doing with that?
Bro, it is the truth though. I remember coming to Middletown, New York and getting my tires changed for the first time. This dude was probably 7 years younger than me. Then smiles, he has like 6 teeth. And then he goes into lengths how he hates drinking water. Like no fucking way, bro. I didn't know, looking at your 4 teeth that you didn't like water. He's like, all I do is drink Mountain Dew. Ah, of course. Why not? Like just like that's what you need all the time. Mountain Dew. Just
Dude,
stupid people.
Follow
I
that
love poor
guy.
white
His
people because
political
they're so
beliefs.
dumb.
Oh Jesus.
Poor white
I know
people
none
are
of
like
you.
hideously stupid, and it's so funny because like poor white people have created a culture around being poor and not around what they actually are. Like it's weird. Like you're
Yes.
Dutch. You come from Dutch settlers from
Mhm.
1904. You're
Huh.
not like this redneck
Right.
white trash American. You're actually not even that far removed from your relatives,
Ancestors,
your
yeah.
out of country relatives. So I don't know why you adopted this weird
You're not that
poor
far
pull them
from
by your
being born on the wrong
bootstraps.
border. Like just being born on
And,
the
and
wrong
honestly,
side.
looking at, I don't know why so many Dutch people settled in America, but like I'm pretty sure Deutschland is doing a lot better than we are. So they fucked
Way
up.
better. Way better. I would way rather live like if I was in like Amsterdam or
Wow.
something like that. Like I'm like, what? Like this
I
is the
feel like
lottery. Like,
I
oh,
feel like
cool.
I feel like I could start fucking white girls again if I moved to like Europe, not like like Switzerland. If I moved to the somewhere over
Right.
Yeah.
there,
Right.
then we can start doing white
Yes.
girls again.
Not
Although you
American
know
white
what?
girls.
Actually, I
Bro.
rescind that statement. I rescind that statement because I saw a woman on TikTok, a black girl, fine as fuck. She had an Irish accent. I did not know they had Negroes in Ireland.
Good lord. Good lord. Good lord.
I was like,
If
wow,
you're
I
out
didn't know
there,
Irish
ladies.
accents were hot until I saw a fucking
Oh, bro,
mocha's
they are
beautiful.
hot.
Beautiful black queen.
Wait, hold on. How do you not think Irish accents are hot? Being from
Because
New
I
York,
don't like white women.
you like I love Irish accents. They're beautiful.
No,
They're
the hot
the
accents.
men.
You know what?
Ah,
You know the
come
hot
on,
accent?
Colin
New
Farrell.
Zealand. New Zealand's got a hot accent.
Ooh,
New
yes,
Zealand. New Zealand.
yes. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it, but it is hot.
You ever?
I don't know what is it about you people in that southern hemisphere. Y'all are very attractive. I love y'all, and if you want to come on the pod and talk about koalas and shit, I'm down for it.
Koalas and shit. Fucking. There's a podcast I listen to, Science Versus with Wendy Zuckerman. She's just
I love
somebody
it.
from New Zealand. I'm gonna stop doing this accent at some point.
Oh,
But
hold
I don't
on,
know.
hold on. You got a future with this. Hold on. Don't give this away anymore. Like, you
No,
better
it's like
shut
a
up.
New Zealand accent. I can't do it. I
Shh,
can.
shh, shh, shh. No, my little Kiwi. This is like, you gotta stop. Uh,
I
yeah.
love it.
So Science Versus.
But yeah, the woman host Wendy Zuckerman. She's just. I only listen to it because she's from New Zealand. Like I literally popped it on one day because it was How did I discover that podcast? It had like some like weird science current event topic on it, and I was like,
Oh my
oh, this
God.
is something I should learn about, and I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh, this voice is so soothing. I don't
This
even know
is-
if she's hot, but I would tear it up. I have no idea what this woman looks like, but I would destroy based solely on this New Zealand accent. All right. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe that's some internalized racism. I don't know. But I feel that. Irish, though, never hit me. German, obviously not a sexy language. Russian, not sexy.
Hold on, bro. It might not be the sexiest language, but
the
German
accent.
women, bro.
I don't think I've ever
have
met a
met
pure
some real
German
deal.
woman.
Oh, and they are a different type of woman. They're very nice.
I literally
is
just
what I'm gonna
imagine
say.
the one Jack chick from Dodgeball. That's
No, they're not like that. They're far more like, beer maiden almost. Like, they just got like a different kind of attitude towards like men. Like, it's very it's cool. I'll say that. Because I know Joni's listening
some
now.
fucking abroad.
Do some
I
fucking
have
abroad. Yeah.
Some sex across borders. I've had sex in Canada. That's about it.
Sex across borders.
You know,
We need that.
in like obviously in a lot of parts of Europe, there are not many people of color. I remember reading this article about this guy who went to Poland, this black guy who went to Poland, and like these young girls just wanted to take pictures with him because they don't see black people. So
Yeah, that's a big thing in a lot of places.
Do that.
if you go to Europe, there are going to be so many women who are just going to be on some, this is my only fucking chance.
Bro.
And I never knew I needed
You know what would be
this.
my luck? I would like go to fucking Poland like the same week a fucking ASAP Rocky concert happens, and then like everyone who likes black niggas is over there, and I just see no one. Like just nobody gives a fuck.
But then you can tell whoever you see that you are ASAP Rocky, and they'll believe you.
You need to do that. We need to do that. We need to do that. We need to do that today. We booked the trips.
What's up, ladies? I'm Pretty Flacco.
Just keep it on. Like, do the New Zealand accent. Somebody's gonna think you have a lot of money. Like, they're gonna think you're related to some like Samoan brother or something like that. You're gonna be like,
we're gonna go back to my Holiday Inn, and they're gonna be very let down.
It's okay. It's
That's
about
fine.
the illusion, baby. It's
They're
about
from
the
their
illusion.
poor little town. So
Back to my La Quinta Inn in Poland.
La Quinta.
La Quinta.
My budget motel. No, listen, man. Listen, hostels are sexy out there. So listen, you could be rocking in the hostel.
There's a lot of hostile stuff on Pornhub.
Yes, there
Thank
is,
you,
Joey.
Joey.
Why do you know that?
I don't know. it's on the feed. It'd be that, that one
You
that's
hear this,
like stuck
Shasha?
under the bed. It's
You
like
hear
always
this?
like
If you're listening, like
she's not
give
fucking
us a
listening.
report. Yeah, you
She's
know
not
what?
fucking
I found
listening.
out Joni wasn't listening as well because I've been talking about our sex life a lot more on this podcast than she is really aware of. She's like, "Wait, what are you saying?" I was like, "It's okay. Like I make you arch your back, you throw it back," and she's I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna put this in the episode, like to really test my
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. Do you support me for
if
real?
she doesn't report back when we upload this episode, I'll give her 24 hours from the moment it's live. So on Wednesday at 2 p.m., when this airs, you don't respond, I'm gonna know you don't listen. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, that's
And I
fine.
win.
Your wife
That's
should
my Christmas
probably, for
gift.
the better of your relationship, probably should not listen
Not
to this.
listen.
Listen.
I was actually listening to a
You
podcast where
support.
this came up. I was listening to a podcast where this came up. It was obviously like a famous person, not us, but they were like, it was a bunch of guys who were married, and they were like, somebody asked them like what their wives think of the show, and all of them were like, my wife doesn't listen. My wife doesn't listen. Like one guy was like, I literally forced my girl not to listen. I was like, please do not. I want to create unencumbered without having to like come home and have a fight or like.
Unencumbered.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
because he like talks
I
about
get
his
it.
wife and shit, and she's like the one day he was saying on the podcast that he knew he caught COVID because he went to eat his wife's pussy and tasted nothing, and then like, but she's like the kind of woman who's like, oh my god, like why would you say that about like what do you think? You just told millions of people my pussy has a taste, so so it was like. And
All
she's like,
pussy has a
yes,
taste.
and by the way, ladies, your pussy is supposed to have a taste. Don't listen to the baby.
It's supposed to.
Supposed
Listen,
to have a little bit of flavor to it, a little bit of zing. I think
a little
zing is like the
dank.
perfect word.
Listen, I like weed, bro. I like a little dankness is always gonna exist. And
You know what though? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say something. I saw a little off kilter joke on TikTok today about somebody. It was the joke was like a girl was preparing to go lesbian, and the joke was she was like eating tuna in preparation of her like switching sides,
Oh
and
my
and
god.
it got me to thinking about something I've been meaning to bring up for a while, and that is
Tuna.
where the fuck did the pussy smelling like tuna fish rumor come from? Because I
It
have
is happening.
been involved in many vaginas. I have not once encountered
Seriously?
anything close to fish.
Y-
Not
That's
once.
good.
Consider yourself lucky.
Very
Consider
lucky.
I
yourself
have
lucky.
one bad smell story, and it does not. It's not even like a normal. Did I tell us in the pod?
Yes.
I think I did.
You did.
Yeah.
No. You told like a little bit of it, but I remember you telling it in the past, and in the past was more detailed, like about the job interview that you had afterward. And
Yes.
it was on
Yeah,
your
that
hand, and
story.
you were
Yeah,
just
that
like,
was a weird one. I'm not gonna tell it again and gross you guys out, but yeah, that's it. That's one of many. I've never encountered a fish. You have encountered fish, the actual scent of fish. I've never encountered that.
Dead fish.
I've encountered
Dead
strong
fish.
vaginals, like the regular smell of vagina, but just like, wow, you
Strongly.
really filled the room with this.
A
But
little
like, it's
ass.
fine. That's like a
A
candle.
little ass flavor, like a little bit of the booty flavor, like because
so
you sometimes you don't rush to the shot. You come home and it's there. So
You're
sometimes
giving
you
out a
throw a
little
little
bit too much
booty air.
information here. I don't.
yeah. So
Listen,
there
bro.
I have experienced scents that do have a fish like quality. There's something there that
Quality.
connects hard body to the fish, and that's why people say it smells like
My
fish.
bro is eating bacalao. That's what's happening.
I
Like
fucking love bacalao. Bacalao.
really?
Bacalao.
Do you like
Bacalao.
codfish? Or
Justin?
so yeah,
Yeah.
Justin. You like
I don't think
fish
I've ever
though,
eaten
right?
cod. I eat fish a lot, yeah, but I've never eaten a cod. Or have I? I have eaten cod. I've cooked cod. It's all right. But yeah, not like vagina though. Can't say that. I don't know. I think that's a myth. I feel like okay.
It's
Have
not a
you
myth.
encountered that enough to say that's the standard of what people describe
It's not
vagina
the
as?
standard.
No,
I think
it's
we
a
had a
bad thing.
generational shift. I think all of us
Yes.
decided like, you know what? This isn't what's happening.
Yeah.
I gotta eat a little better. Maybe I gotta lay off certain things that are not so good for me. Let me regulate. Because before, remember the treatment was a douchebag. Like you
Right.
get a little
That's
summer's
true.
eve and you go,
Or you know what?
like
conspiracy theory for you, right? So I was listening to this podcast recently about fluoride, and they were basically trying to like theorize whether fluoride is good for you or not, because the government says it's good for you. Then some people say it's a mind control agent. Some people say it's great for your teeth. Some science it's bad for your bones. Actually, there's a lot of different debates on fluoride right now. And what if like this country at one point or another smelled so bad from reeking vagina that the government decided to change the chemical composition of our bathing water. So
hold on. Is that the 10th? Is that the 10th dentist that does not recommend Colgate? Is that like 9 out of 10 dentists agree? It's the 10th with an evil plan to just put fluoride in everything to make our bones brittle and our minds soft. Holy shit! I feel like a SWAT team should be here in no time. I'm gonna hide, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you later.
But no, maybe this country, like whenever that joke came about, maybe like the 1920s or something, and then like suddenly like the whole country reeks, and then the government was like, we have to do something about this, and then they put fluoride on the water to change the smell of vaginas. All right, let me ask you guys this then.
Whoa, that's a good, but that's something for the good of mankind. Listen,
I mean,
if you remove,
let me ask you this. So, like I said, I've encountered bad smelling vagina once. This was also very circumstantial. This was in a very small space we were in. I'm not going to blame her, but here's the thing. No, here's the thing. I got a question for you guys. I got a question.
Okay.
So you have balls, right? You've had smelly balls before. You've smelled your balls at their worst. What's the worst you've encountered? Your own balls or the worst vagina? This is such a crass topic for this. This is not the direction I plan to go in.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're masturbating, part 3 is now live.
If you're masturbating now, you're not gonna be right now.
You're gonna stop. No, seriously, I have smelled worse on a female participant than my own self.
I'm gonna say you're lying. You've had your own balls.
I swear.
For 34 years, and you've not once had it like just 3 days where you didn't shower.
Listen. I'm not gonna say that I don't that like the scent doesn't offend me, but this one particularly, it was like a seal was broken, like you know in the Mummy, like when
she got that sarcophagus pussy. Wow.
Yo, I don't know what I did, but I must have hit something, and it just opened the scent of 1,000 dead like fucking codfish, or like just rotting, like a beached whale smell. It was awful. Yeah. I had never in my entire life. That was the one person.
And how old were you though?
I was in my 20s, so I was a young man, and this young lady was also about the same age. So we were. This is a throwback. Plenty of fish. Don't ever do that. Like, yeah.
Damn, POF.
Oh, bro.
Fucking.
Yeah, you know what? you know about those like the back pages back in the day. Like, oh, it's where it used to go down.
Did I use Plenty of Fish?
Everyone had to, if our age at least at one point.
Nah, it was
Tinder wasn't a thing until I got like literally engaged. Like,
no, there was Tinder, Plenty of Fish, and there was like two more old school ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
Cupid,
where I
that was
Joni.
I remember I
met Joni on OK Cupid. Yeah.
Dude, I remember I hooked up with one girl off OK Cupid. Let's tell this story.
They're usually terrible.
No, first of all, I hooked up with this girl only because she was the only barely human-looking person on OK Cupid, because this is OK Cupid in Scranton, Pennsylvania. This is not. This is not a sexy place.
It's not the pick of the litter.
I mean, I'll do a little fast forwarding to not draw this on, but she did threaten to kill herself because I wouldn't date her like a year later. Like, we hooked up, then we didn't see each other for like months because she like moved or went on some road trip. Then she came back,
son, where'd you find this?
Found this in my pants because this dick does damage to these minds. All right. No, it really doesn't. But but yeah, that was my one. So damn, that's crazy. I'm batting 1,000 for OkCupid. I met one person and she tried to commit suicide because I wouldn't. Not because I wouldn't date her, because I literally said I wouldn't date her, and then she tried to. It's a really convoluted story. I'm not gonna get into, but Yeah, no more. I actually have not been on Tinder. I haven't been on Hinge. I was so,
What the
dude. I
fuck
was
is Hinge?
so.
Oh, you haven't heard of
Hinge is
Hinge?
basically
That's
like
the
Tinder but
latest.
better. It's
Yeah,
like the
Why
the
do you
latest
latest
thing, and
know?
they.
dating. Yeah,
Why do you know, Joey?
everyone talks about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Everybody.
Oh, you
Like,
haven't seen the
yeah,
TikTok trend, dude? There's a new
yeah.
TikTok thing. No, there's a trend on. So Hinge made this new
I'm
feature
just fucking with you.
where you have your profile, whatever, and you can leave like a voice note in your profile. So like the app
Oh,
will like
that's
ask you a
good.
question like what's your favorite movie or something, and you
That's
or like
lit.
what's something special about you, and you can answer it
That's
with a voice
fire.
note. And a lot of dudes leave some funny ass shit in their voice note on Hinge, and like people have been like screen recording them for Tinder. For TikTok, it's fucking hilarious. The
That's
one dude
good.
was like, he's like the question was like, what's an interesting fact about you? And it said, what's an interesting fact about you? And this guy, as his interesting fact, chose to say, let me clear my voice for this one. I think push-up bras are overrated. I want to see them titties swanging.
It's true, bro. Why do we have a society that's obsessed with that? It don't. I love
You know what?
titties.
I
Let
have
them do
grown
what they
into
gotta do,
loving a little bit of saggage in some titties. I remember, so
bro.
I
It's
hooked up with this
hot.
girl one
I
time.
don't know what. I don't know what's the problem. I think it's natural. It happens. You
I
got
like a
them
little sag.
girls. They're gonna happen. Listen, I love it. I love a woman's body. I don't give a fuck. It's
You know what I
beautiful.
hate too? When a girl like is about to send me nudes, but like tries to prepare. Here's the thing about straight girls, or like girls, I guess, who like don't hook up with girls as much as I do. Y'all don't know what
Mm.
bitches are supposed to look like naked. I don't think. Like it's so funny when like women are like, "Oh, I have my angles and I have my this," but do you know how many of your kind I have folded up, turned inside out? Like I've seen
Right.
you from every fucked up weird angle that you can't even
Yeah.
imagine. That you
Yeah.
probably think you look crazy in, but I'm loving it. So don't like
Yes.
try to like give me a
If you're
forewarning before I
masturbating
give
right
you
now,
nudes.
it's okay.
It's okay now. You don't like this.
No, I
Hey
remember this one girl
ho.
sent me nudes a long time ago, and she was like, "Well, my tits aren't like," because she was like, I guess she like just turned 30 and had like a complex about it. So she was like, "Oh,
Bro,
like I'm not all perky and whatever like I used to be." I was like, "You better bust them titties out." She busted them
bust
titties
them
out, and they
out.
was popping titties. And
Bust
like,
them out.
yes, there was a bit of sag to them, but like, it was
Bro,
a natural sag for a
that's
30-year-old woman. Honestly,
nature.
if she don't use a little too perky, I'm not like, I don't
It's
know.
not
I don't
like
know.
my
That's
thing. It's not my thing. Like I'm not looking for that. Like I'm looking for like I know that it
I'm looking for a
belongs to
little
you.
mileage. See,
Yeah,
I'm a
it's like
Some
I
I
was
want
weight.
to.
a
I'm
there was a
turned on by the MILF
conversation
section, bro. Like
there's a
there's a
conversation I
reason.
was listening to today about this guy. There's basically this whole, every year or every couple of years, there's that movement of like the guys who are trying to like not normalize pedophilia, but just try to be like, hey, I'm
Oh,
attracted to children and I want to be able to
this.
say that without somebody whooping my ass. Like I'm not acting on it. Like they're just trying to like, and I understand that, right? And I understand that because they're not like this is. I mean, there's organizations that like want this to be a thing, like man boy love associations or whatever. And there's
Mm-hmm,
organizations that are like, listen, like I am attracted to children. I don't know why. I want to get help, and
mm-hmm.
I think society should allow for these people who are not acting on that shit to openly and candidly seek help because there's like a scientific reason for that. Like a lot of these people like get molested as kids and their brain chemistry
Mm.
changes, so they're now attracted to kids, whatever, as adults. I understand that. But like today, I was listening to this conversation, just thinking about somebody in that position, and I was just thinking about like, I'm so lucky that the women I'm
You're
attracted
not.
to age with me. Like I see
Yes.
Yeah,
like when I saw a 30-year-old woman when I was 21, that looked crazy. Like well, you're fucking old.
yeah,
When I see a
yeah.
21-year-old now, I'm just like, yo, you need some stretch marks or something. I don't know. You coming in too hot.
So-
I don't
like a
you
little
Yeah.
got a
too
little
much.
mileage on you. Like
Yeah.
I know you're gonna ruin my life.
You
Like
don't look
way worse.
experienced. Yeah.
You know what?
like
No,
your
no. It's
your nipples are pointing towards the North Star and you have no bra on. I don't know if I can fuck with you. I
no,
don't know if
bro.
you're
Like you know what it is that when you're in a relationship with someone that's even a little older, because Joni's 2 years older than me, and
Okay.
having that kind of maturity just enter like help me out. But like sometimes when like at that age, like 21, there's like zero. Like it's
Of
all
course
out the
not.
window. It's like no sense. Like I saw some documentary like about like kids and the development of the human mind, and that like you don't really get to the the point where our minds are fully formed till 25. So like
Yep.
you got that entire point of life that is completely garbage. And you know what? Make your 20s garbage. There you go.
That's the announcement you're gonna make. Speaking of the youth, bro, that fucking Travis. So, all right. So basically, Charlemagne the God did an interview with Travis Scott, and I guess the interview was kind of a way for, I guess, Charlemagne to extend his hand to give Travis this like
Mhm.
opportunity to clear his name.
Yeah.
If you were this is going to come out like next Tuesday, so you probably will have already heard about this interview, or you've already forgotten about the whole Travis Scott thing. But if you
Probably.
were thinking about listening to it, please fucking
Oh.
don't. Jesus Christ. Not because it was bad. It was a very, tailored, kind of politically correct answers to this interview. But this interview is a fucking hour. And you know what the energy it gave me was? It gave me the energy of when you're told to write a paper that's 1,000 words, but you don't have 1,000 words for this topic, so you just repeat the same 200 words over and over. Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ. I forgot how boring rappers are to fucking listen to, dude. Like, shout out to, Travis and the families affected, whatever, but like, Jesus Christ, I do not want to listen to that man talk ever again. Holy fuck, he's so boring.
It's hard
Damn.
to listen to certain guys like that, and this kind of rolls into the other topic that I actually brought up. Academics getting pulled, like somebody pulling a strap on him, and not only somebody, an IG model. Is this how his chapter ends? Like, this is the bookend to his life. Like,
Well,
he
what was
gets like,
I didn't read the article. What was the context? Why did she pull a strap on him?
so essentially it started all because I guess she kind of rudely said, like, she said, well, I gotta go, I'm gonna go put my kid to sleep, like for no
Like,
reason, no
are they
really
hooking up?
no, it's literally a group of like 5 or 6, and this was on Fit and Fresh, their podcast, which was I may butcher this, I don't know, I watched it and I'm really high, but in any case, what happened was he said some smart aleck comment back to her saying, you said you were a child of God, so did you have that baby out of wedlock? And he, like, obviously she didn't like that too much, and she responded back, and it became a stupid, like, drawn out thing. But apparently she reached into her purse to try to shoot to pull out whatever weapon she had. It didn't go off anywhere, but like, part of me really hates him. Part of me also really hates him, and part of me also really hates him. So like, I don't really have any love for him, but like, if I saw like the news article to be that fact that was how his demise went down, I wouldn't be totally surprised. I don't know about you guys.
I also would I be surprised if he got shot by a woman?
An IG model, bro. Yo, you know what? Like, here's my thing, right? So here, the only thing I'll offer to this is because, like, he wouldn't have done that to like a dude who have said that, because like the dude would have just like jumped over the table. Like, are you stupid? Like, and he did it because like whatever in him feels like he needs to challenge that. Fine. I don't know. He's terrible. But
Here's
onto
my
the
thing. I feel like, and this could just be in the last few years, right? I feel like there's a culture coming on the rise in the black community, and it is the rise of the black incel. All right, we didn't have incel. No, let me talk about that. I was thinking about this today because when you think of incels, you think of the fat, smelly guy on his computer who's white. Like the image of your head in an incel is a white man, right? In our community, we didn't really have those. We had coons who were like, yeah, I like my snow bunnies, whatever, or dude, white people aren't that bad. I like cops. We had those, but we never really had incels until really the rise of academics. And I feel like he's the leader of that movement because not
he
only is he
definitely
like
is,
a
bro.
nerd, yeah, he's a nerd. He's got a degree in mathematics, classic nerd. And he's super misogynistic. He's literally said in
Super.
interviews. So we all know, if you keep up with academics, that Drake is his favorite artist. He has literally said multiple times, I like Drake except for the songs that pander to women. what the fuck? Like, you don't. This is Drake
You
we're
don't
talking about. His first like 2 albums are about women, and you
literally
like,
a population that outweighs men to women. Like literally, there's more women in this world. Like you're gonna
I
tell like
just
exclude that entire population because you don't want to like feel bad about jerking off to them in private. Like just fucking admit it, you piece of shit. Like just say that like you're a bad person, you jerk off to their pictures and you don't know how to say that they're pretty. Just say that they're pretty. Like it's not there's no consequence to that. You can
dude,
say,
it's
ma'am,
so. You know
you're
what though?
gorgeous.
As a, you know what? I wish I could speak on it more. I wish I could be more a part of the healing of the black community and the ending of the black incel, but I can't speak for that community because, alas, I'm fucking hot. I'm literally,
Yes,
women have
yes.
never treated me poorly, like ever in my life. Like even when I was like ugly, like I remember there were times because I was on the path to being a black incel in high school. I really was, right? And
Oh
I
yeah,
was unconfident. I had lots of
yeah.
acne, and I was getting there. Like I always loved women. I've always wanted the approval and validation of women my whole life. Probably because I never got it from my mom, but we can
Yep.
talk to my therapist about that one. But
Sure.
for my
We can
whole
make
life,
it
and then there was
another
a point.
tropical therapy.
There was a point, maybe ages, I want to say like 18 and 19, where I was just really getting in my women ain't shit bag because I couldn't bag them. And it was really a bitterness. But when you carry that bitterness for long enough, it becomes your personality and it becomes your truth. You
Yes.
think
Yes.
women are the enemy when really you don't even have the attachment to yourself that like I'm the problem. And I was
Yes.
getting to this point thinking that women were the problem and I wasn't. And then a beautiful, beautiful thing happened when I turned 19. I was able to grow a full fucking beard.
Yeah,
My
it changes,
I
right?
was over the hump of puberty. My beard was full. My acne was gone. I had lost all the baby fat pretty dramatically, namely because I was homeless, but still.
You were
Uh,
surviving on crunch wraps, bro. Just
yes, and
lean protein.
a lot of things came together for me, and then women started being nicer to me, and I, was on a slow rise to the pandering simp I am now, and
That's what we all
I
are, bro.
and I want that for my community. I want my black men to simp for my black women, but a lot of y'all niggas is ugly, and I can't speak for that community, bro. Like you're never gonna get the treatment I do, bro. It's never gonna happen for you.
It's
I
never.
literally went on TikTok the other day and I posted like a whole minute long video of like all my flaws as a man and why I'm because I guess I always get these comments of like why are you single
Wow.
or like you're so hot and I'm like oh this is why I'm single and I gave a brief it was like a 40-second video. I gave a very
Wow.
brief explanation as to why you would not want to date me and all my comments are I was shirtless in the video and the comments were well damn red flags looking like Six Flags.
What?
Now, if I was hideous and that candid about my emotional unavailability, I would not receive the same energy. So,
Right.
Jesus. No, I respect it. And here we're gonna segue on to another topic that we talked about because I want to speak on a community. I want to speak on a community right now. God damn it. I want you to listen. Cowboy Bebop being canceled after one motherfucking season. You savage sons of bitches. You pieces of garbage. You literally got something canceled because you thought you had a different memory of something that wasn't what you really thought it was. Like I've had conversations with people about Cowboy Bebop and their opinions about it, and I've listened to the hot takes. You don't like it. You think Vicious is weird. You think this is weird. You don't appreciate that. Whatever. People do so many fucking stupid like comparisons, especially with Vicious. The man only appeared in 2 episodes. How can he be done wrong if he's only appeared in 2 episodes for maybe 15 minutes of it, of a 30-minute episode? Like, okay, that's nothing. Really, in the grand scheme of a 24 episode plus a movie, like you don't ever see him again. Let it go. Like it's not that big of a deal, bro. Like
you
who
seem
cares?
very emboldened by
I'm
this.
disturbed. I'm
As
disturbed
I
by my.
said,
I'm disturbed.
every nothing live action is great. Like, if anything,
Listen.
I feel like here's the thing that where live action fucks up, and I feel like everybody can like kind of like gravitate to this no matter what your feelings is. If you have not watched some shit in a while and you find out there's a live action for it, what's the first thing people do? They go and rewatch the old shit. They go and rewatch the original. So
Okay.
now it's not, you're not getting to be your own thing. You are automatically, even fucking Cowboy Bebop wasn't on Netflix until they announced the live action. So like, why would you fucking do that? You fucked up your own bag. Because now people are watching the original Cowboy Bebop, and not 3 a.m. at an Adult Swim when you're 14 years old. They're watching it as critical thinking 30-year-olds, watching it at their own pace, the way they want to, and binging it. And then when you have this, you know, this live action come on, getting compared directly to its predecessor, you're not gonna get good feedback. Do I think the live action was pretty cool? I only watched 2 episodes, but I'd rather have watched.
You only watched 2 episodes, goddammit?
It didn't grip me because it's not animated. That anime, I don't know if I said this in the pod or in the chat, but literally the reverse is way better. Animate more things. I don't want to look at real fucking people, because especially in the internet age, dude. Especially in the social media era, because guess what? You can't find a fucking actor that does not have some kind of political opinion out there in the air. And even if they don't have a political opinion out there in the air, that might be even worse sometimes. Does the nigga who hosted Cowboy Bebop, does he think Black Lives Matter? He's Asian. I have no fucking clue. And that's some shit I gotta think about.
He does,
when I look at his
face. And he did Samurai Champloo, which is one of the most groundbreaking and genre blending motherfucking animes ever done. He literally had hip hop, had paid homage to the black man and their creative soul.
Listen.
So
the black people entertain everyone.
Black Dilla, bro.
Black culture entertains everyone. It doesn't make everyone want us to have rights or life. So
okay, all right,
fine.
But everything should be worked backwards. Animate things. I don't want to see what voice actors look like ever. I literally just found out an hour ago that the voice of Bart Simpson was a woman. Did not know that. It's an old white lady.
You didn't know Nancy Cartwright. That's her name.
Why do you know that off the top of your fucking head? That's
I'm a giant. I really love The Simpsons. I spent a big part of my lame personalities about how much I love Simpsons. Like since I was a little kid. Like I dressed up as Bart Simpson 3 times, mostly because we were
the
poor.
Black incel.
But see, the thing is that I always had sex. Like I've been who I am. I never had troubles. The thing is,
you've always loved women. You've had like even like because you know let's not
love me sometimes.
Let's not lie here. I think our scene in the early 2000s, most men were just complete misogynistic pieces of shit. Everyone sluts this, sluts that. Never heard a peep like that out of you. You were the ladies' man.
Don't do
you
that.
Were a charmer.
I try to respect women. Like, you know, you can drag it out of me if we get into a nasty fight, but like, you know, you for the most part, I don't think it's fair. Like, it's not like my thing, you know? I don't even try to call women like, you know, anything outside of their name or women. I don't even like saying female, like, because like that sounds crazy. Like when you see guys like overuse the word female, like you just go like,
how bad is it?
That
Because the
became
whole
a
thing
hood
about
nigga
female.
thing.
Actually, this was like one of my TikToks that like boosted me up. It was like because some guy had posted like, "Why can't I say female?" Like I don't.
I remember that,
and it's like weird because like first of all, like this guy was like fucking hot, 6-pack. Like I know you have plenty of women to talk to about this. Why put this opinion out there? But I said basically, I said the reason was basically that the way that word has been packaged is that like dudes talk when the guy says female, he's basically ready to talk about a woman like she is a science experiment and not a person. Females do this, females do that, as if they're some like, you know, like an animal on a farm, like
exactly.
You know, and it's like that, like dudes had to do that so much that women began to recognize, okay, you're not gonna call me that because I already know this is going. That's how like it didn't like because if it was just like because when niggas say bitches, like that's why nobody has a problem with bitches, because bitches can be used in every way. Like yo, that's a fine bitch, or like you know that's an ugly bitch, or like I don't like that bitch.
Female
like,
was not on the scene long. Was not on the scene for too long.
Yeah.
Like it
female
came,
was like,
and it went.
Yeah, like this nigga's about to give me a dissertation about who the fuck I am because I have a uterus.
Yep.
That's what females. That's what female became. Which again, it's the rise of the black incel. I don't know where it came from. I want it to go away, and that's why I will continue to simp on TikTok.
Can I bounce an idea?
Yes.
Bounce it, baby.
Black 007 with the first villain to be Akademiks.
You know, it's funny you say that because are you unaware that there is a campaign to get Idris Elba to play 007?
Oh, of course.
So can we get Akademiks as like, you know,
To like Goldfinger?
definitely Goldfinger. Like literally just like he's like the black incel, like just like stroking a cat, or like has
you made this nigga the Riddler.
That's exactly what he would be. Like Enigma, like just walk away, like okay, thanks a lot, Edward. Akademiks is definitely the titular.
Could you imagine Idris Elba
villain.
and Akademiks in the same movie poster?
No. I'd be hurt.
And it's like Akademiks after he didn't come from the barber, so he's got like all kinds of like messed up hairs that he didn't brush out. And he just like took a weird picture that day, and he had like a heavy meal like right before the picture.
He's got such an unfortunate beard because like his face is so fat and the beard doesn't come up high enough. So like it's just like even if you get a fresh shape up, it's still just kind of like a weird chin strap and nothing else.
Yeah. It's just
yeah.
disgusting because I don't appreciate him. But I hope his demise is much to what I predict, because you know what? At the end of the day, it's not the worst death. There's worse deaths out there. Because like if you get murdered by someone beautiful, at least somebody goes like, "Yo, you remember that guy that we used to hang out with? This the bitch that like killed him." Like that's exactly what happens every time. This the bitch that killed him. Look at it. Oh shit, bro.
She got cake, bro.
I'm subscribed to her OnlyFans. Like, like that's exactly what's happening in that universe. Like,
I wonder if there are any murderers with OnlyFans. We can talk about that next.
There's gotta be. There's definitely felons out there with OnlyFans. So we're getting there, bro.
Well, if there's any felons with OnlyFans, feel free to come on. Hold on, what the fuck? There's
Oh,
crazy
come on.
My body, yes, all over me.
Come on, my body. Listen,
I've been really trying to. One last tidbit. I am really trying to eat some pussy, dude. I'm fucking. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel it in my face. Like I'm just. But I've just
sometimes it'd be doing that.
They keep it to myself, but it's haunting me.
You keep it to yourself and the podcast and us and like everyone that listens to us across
and our
multi-platforms.
But yeah, now you bitches know they're not in this. They're not in this that long. They cut it out.
We're definitely clipping this.
Let's just cut out that. No one needs to know that I really want to eat pussy right now. Let's just cut out that whole back end.
Yes, they do. You
edit that out, Joey.
Listen, this is. I won't edit it out. I'm lazy. This will be in there, and I'll make it short. I swear to God, I'll put it on all your profiles. Like you talk about good audio, that's the good audio right there. You start clipping like, "Hey, why do you like flowers?" Actually, I want to eat pussy right now. I've been wanting to eat. I just asked you if you like peonies. Like I didn't ask if you want to like do like. What do you what do you aspire to be one day? I aspire to be in your ass this day.
I've just been salivating about it randomly lately, and I just felt like I should salivating.
Okay, if you're masturbating right now, it's okay. Part 3 is live, ladies and gentlemen.
Good for you.
I don't care. Like if you think he said pussy and you have a dick, just hear dick. It's fine. It's like there's.
I love all the genitals.
Your fantasy is my fantasy, honey. This
has
been a very good Miss Cleo episode with the National Meat Treasure Boys. Once again, I'll shout out Check us out every Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like. Hopefully, if you made it this far into the episode, you know that we are asking you to do this. But the other hope is that you continue to listen. And thank you so much for getting us to 1,500 fucking downloads. That's really crazy. I know we curse a lot. We're vulgar and we're stupid. But it really does mean a lot that people are listening in any form or fashion, and that are giving us feedback, whether it's negative or positive. I appreciate it. But Jay, you take it away, bro.
Yes, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at thin.cruel.lips. Leave us some comments on YouTube. We don't get enough strange comments. Leave us some comments about what your genitals smell like right this second. And no, I'm not jerking off to that.
No. What have we done? What have we done? Pandora's box. Ugh. Ooh, Pandora's box has so many names and meanings now. Sorry. Like, oh my god! Maybe that's where the rumor started. Somebody opened Pandora's box and was like,
"Oh, it was chaos in there. Close that box. Don't ever open that box.
Chaos smells like fish."
And follow us on our Spotify playlist, National Meat Treasure. Look it up. We got dope tunes there. I just added
a 6-minute Joe Budden song to it for some reason. So enjoy that.
Because he wants you to hurt. Justin wants to put us through pain.
You're a terrible human being. This is
I started playing that song the other day, and then I got 30 seconds in.
Dude,
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. Listen, check us out. Buy some merchandise. Support us somehow. Throw money at us. Like, we're monkeys. We're minstrels. Minstrel monkeys. I don't know. Like, it's whatever we're doing. I hope you listen and keep going. I'm already way too high. See you guys. Bye-bye.